Welcome back, everybody. Today we're looking at this big ass special edition Enter the Dragon 25th anniversary package. This thing is huge. Obviously, Enter the Dragon originally 1973, 25th anniversary. This would have came out in 1998. This is something that I bought either from Best Buy or Suncoast Motion Picture Company. But this is one I actually bought when I was a teenager, and I've had it ever since. This big ass brown cardboardy thick case. Open it up, and inside you have this making of a classic motion picture. It's kind of like a making of book. It has stories, articles, pictures, bunch of cool stuff about the making of the movie on the inside of it. Which, now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever actually read this. But I was a big fan of Bruce Lee growing up, even though he was, dead 8 years before I was even born. It also comes with this framed 35mm cell, which is probably the first thing I ever owned that actually had a film cell on it, which is kind of interesting since I grew up to be a film projectionist for 20 years of my life. So this, let's say there's no holes in it, but this was something I actually had tacked on my wall. Not in this room, but in the room next door to where I'm at right now. And along with all that, I had these replicas. Of the lobby card set. And these two, I had not safety pin, but a thumbtack pin up to my wall. Lobby cards were kind of an interesting thing they used to do back in the 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s, into the 80s. I think even into the 90s, ever so slightly. Mostly they did it in the 80s and 90s in other markets, other countries. I still have a set of lobby cards from the movie Rapid Fire with Brandon Lee, Bruce Lee's son. Then I had like a set of lobby cards that were like Spanish for Reservoir Dogs. There used to be some really cool early internet sites in the mid to late 90s where I used to order movie posters, lobby cards, and all that kind of stuff, which is where I got all my original Halloween lobby posters, original one sheets, and lobby card sets. This actually came on the back of this when I first bought it. The proof of purchase and everything when it was wrapped in plastic. And also inside we have a compact disc, a CD of the original score. And the VHS itself is the widescreen 25th anniversary special edition, which of course is still in its original plastic because I'd bought this already. I probably bought this by itself first before I had enough money to buy the big edition. I don't even remember what this big edition cost. Maybe $40, $50 back in the 98 or so. Maybe even more. But I'd say probably would have topped that around $50. So this is pretty neat. It's pretty cool to have this still in the plastic. Now this one is one that, like I said, I owned. I bought right off the shelves at Best Buy or Suncoast, someplace like that. The only other one I know of that Warner Brothers released like this was of The Exorcist, the original Exorcist, which is still on my list on eBay to track down a copy of, because I see them on there every once in a while. I just haven't done so yet, but I plan to eventually. I almost sold this years ago, but I'm glad I didn't, because it was way before I started this channel. But I'm really glad I didn't sell it. Glad I bought it. It's cool having it, and having had this for 24 years. I bought it in 1998. It's 2022 right now. Probably 2023 by the time you see this video, though. Maybe. But yeah, so it's a 1998 special edition of Enter the Dragon from Warner Brothers. If you ever keep it on eBay, if you ever want to have something like this, they're still available every once in a while. And I'll see you guys in the next one.